We're back in the most beautiful city in the world, Amsterdam. As you can see here, I'm standing right at the very end of the city, and today will be a little bit of a different video because we are driving by bike into Amsterdam. Next to the bike ride, we're also gonna see many different things today. First of all, we're gonna try 3 different coffee shops, and we're only gonna try their sativa menu today. So let's see what some of our hyped coffee shops have on their sativa menu. So I hope to find something nice. Next to that, I'm also gonna show you some sightseeing again today. We're gonna visit the oldest house in Amsterdam. We're gonna visit the oldest building in Amsterdam, and I'm gonna show you the smallest house of Amsterdam. Next to that, and this is also gonna be the big highlight, I have a new gadget, a titanium pipe. Titanium, the worst heat conductor in the world, and it is absolutely tasteless. I've tested this pipe for the last 2 months, and I'm looking forward to present it to you because I'm really hyped about it, and it has completely replaced doobies. Oh yeah, and what I also shouldn't forget, we're gonna have some delicious food of course today as well again. So I won't talk too much. Let's get on the bike, drive into Amsterdam to reach our first destination. So right behind me you can see the oldest building of Amsterdam. It is the only still standing building of Amsterdam that has survived all the fires that have haunted the city for many times. And the reason why you won't see any house of this period anymore in Amsterdam, except for the oldest house that I'm going to show you soon, is because they were all built of wood, and only the church, which was of course a very important place to meet the house of God, and that's why this building had been built on stones way before the houses in Amsterdam were built on stone. And this is the reason why this building, believe it or not, it was started building in the year 1213 and was finished in the year 1306. It's almost as old as Amsterdam, which celebrates this year its 750th birthday. So if you look at the building, you will see that it's huge, but it's not very high. And the reason for that is the church itself is built with stone, but the roof was still a wooden construction. So instead of one huge roof, you will find many small roofs that are connected with each other, and this is how the roof of the church was constructed. We are also standing here in the middle of the red light district, as you can see. Many of you also might know this very spot from Call of Duty, because it's one of the starting scenes in one of the recent Call of Duty games, and we are standing here not far away from the Bulldog. The next time when you are here, stand still for a minute and look at this building and think about that it has survived everything, the fires, the plague, everything, and it's still standing here today strong. And also in this building there are thousands of people buried. One day I will make a video about all the different graves inside there. We're gonna visit it, but for now we're doing an outside tour. So let's continue to the oldest house of Amsterdam, which is still a wooden construction. So here we are standing right in front of the oldest house of Amsterdam. As you can see in the back of me, you can see this house that has a wooden construction. This is how the houses in Amsterdam used to look like before the city decided that all houses have to be built by stone. And this because of the fires that I already earlier mentioned. So what makes this house very special? That its whole construction is still made out of wood, and also its front. So right behind me you can see the central station, which means this house is not very far located, and if you want to leave it a visit, you have just to walk into Zeedijk, which is the street into Chinatown. There is one other wooden house, but it is not accessible to the public because it is inside a monastery in the south of the center. You can pay entrance to have a look at it. It's called the Begijnhof. It is an old monastery that was solely for females, and inside this monastery you will find the second wooden house. So next time when you walk into the Zeedijk, have a look up, have a look at the house, look at the wooden front, because this tells also a lot of history. And right behind me, you can see the smallest house of Amsterdam. It's only 2 meters wide and 5 meters long. This building has a long history that it goes down until the 16th century, and until today it has remained this very, very small, tiny house. For everybody who doesn't know which one I mean, I'm going to show it to you now. And you will not find a smaller house nowhere in this beautiful city. So on a day of biking and a lot of doobies, there is one thing for sure needed, and that's food. And I found this place here, which is a Turkish store. They sell Döner Kebab, but not the normal Döner Kebab that you might know, which mostly consists of garbage meat pressed together into a form and then sold you as meat spaghetti. They are said to have proper meat that is layered up. It is called Yaprak Döner, and we're gonna see if they are having what they promise and how it's gonna taste. I'm very much looking forward to it because I'm a big fan of Döner Kebab as a German, and an even bigger fan of kebab with proper meat. Alright guys, I just ordered. They really have the Yaprak Kebab and it's already on its way.
Yeah, kiss.
Thank you so much. Dankjewel. Look at this. So as I already said, this is proper meat and not some minced meat that you can mostly find at kebabs. And if you have the kebab with the real meat, nice layered meat, you don't need any sauce because it's so juicy. A little bit of tomato and you're gonna have the best experience. Let's try it. You also explained that the bread is self-made, and you can really taste this out. It's super nice and crunchy. It tastes fresh, very unique. Not those soft breads that fall apart when you bite into the kebab. Very nice. It's very good, man. It is huge. Just look at it, man. The meat falls out. The meat falls out, man. It's huge, hugely filled. You won't get any better for €8.95, especially with the amount of meat. Look at this. How much meat? I think estimated probably 300 grams of meat inside of this. I don't know if I got a camera bonus, but the quality of the meat is so good. It just tastes like steak. It tastes like steak. Just a little bit of spice, you know? It doesn't need this over-spicing, flavor enhancers. Not necessary, because the meat brings the taste. Holy Lord. Now comes the best part of the kebab. In Germany we call it the king bite. The bread is soaked full with sauce. The meat, all the fat concentrates here in the lower part of the kebab. So if you made it until here, you will be rewarded with the most flavorful part of this beautiful creation of food. I'm gonna return this and then I'm gonna pick up our dessert. You know what we got here? It's called baklava. It's a Turkish dessert. I don't know if you know it. It's very sugary, it's very nice. I said I want 2. And I think he thought 2 packages. Now I have 8. Maybe we can give away some. We're gonna see. Next stop, coffee shop Chapiteau. So here we are back at my most favorite coffee shop at the moment, coffee shop Chapiteau. I know Seventh Heaven won the Best Coffee Shop's 2024 award, but this coffee shop has the potential to become the best coffee shop of 2025. I've already said it. I love them. They are super nice. Their menu is awesome. And most of all, their prices are the most real and humane prices I've ever seen. Everything below 12, 11 euros. You can get all the Kelly strains, Dutch grown, exactly in this price range. And we're gonna see now what kind of sativa they have on their menu that they can recommend us. Zou ik de Amnesia mogen zien? Mag ik 5 gram alsjeblieft? Ja? Alright guys, I know many of you do not want to hear that, but I got some Amnesia haze. They had some awesome looking Amnesia haze for 10 euro a gram. 5 grams was 47,50 €. I cannot show you here. I will definitely make a video about how I review it, but it looked so f***ing awesome that I had to get it. Let's continue guys. So here we are at coffee shop 137, aka Seventh Heaven, that's the new name. It is almost empty, so I hope we can get a spot inside there and test the new pipe. I'm gonna ask, if not, I'm just gonna buy something. I've seen they have a very nice hash selection at the moment, so maybe I'm gonna get some of that. Let's go in, let's see how tolerant they are with filming. Maybe I can get some shots for you. If not, I'm gonna show you later what we got. Alright guys, here we are, like always, 137. I mean, Seventh Heaven is killing it. They were super nice. I could film everything. I'm allowed to sit here and we can make the video now about the pipe that I wanted to show you for such a long time. So let me first tell you something. I have been reducing the amount I put into my doobies since a long time, and I arrived now at an amount that is so low that it's technically not possible to roll anymore, because I'm consuming now 0.04 to 0.06 for one unit. As you know, I'm using it medicinally, which also means that I don't really like that being too high or too stoned. I need the medicinal effect, and with those low dosages I get still the medicinal effect without having the negative effects, which are not helpful, especially during the day when you still have to do something. In the night, of course, it's something else. I like to smoke a doobie to calm down, and of course before going to bed. But now let's continue with the pipe. So I was looking on the internet for possible solutions. How can I do it? Because I didn't really want to get the bong, and then I was thinking, hey, you remember those small pipes? Maybe I should try them. But really fast I remembered that they scratch, they taste bad, they are super difficult to clean. All in all, you use them maybe 5 times and then you are sick of them and you throw them away, because it is absolutely everything else than a pleasurable experience. I was looking online, looking around, and then I found a German manufacturer of pipes, and what they promise is the following: easy to clean, easy to maintain, very smooth and cold smoke, no own taste of the pipe, and all in all just a very, very, very pleasurable experience without having to smoke a joint. So this pipe is called the T-pipe. I'm gonna name you some facts now about it. You're gonna see a nice video and then we'll continue with testing it. Before we continue, it's also important for everybody to know what I did when I saw this pipe. I contacted the manufacturer and asked them if I could get a sample to test on my channel. This does not mean that I am biased. I had now 2 months to test the pipe. I can tell you already it replaced the joints completely. So I really like it, and that's why I also make the video about it. So yes, I got it for free, but this is not paid promotion. I looked the pipe up myself, and I was just in this very, very lucky situation to be a content creator and get this pipe for free. For everybody who is interested in this pipe, I can already name you the price. It is 70 euros, and at the end of this test, you can decide yourself if it is worth the 70 euros or not. So now some facts for the nerds, and then the test will continue. So the pipe is made out of titanium, which is one of the strongest materials in the world. It is absolutely tasteless. It is anti anti-corrosive, it is resistant to acid, which means it is almost indestructible. The whole pipe consists of 3 individual parts, and after we tested it, I will show you how to dismount it. And it's very well engineered with 1 right-handed thread and 1 left-handed thread. So all of this makes the pipe super easy to clean. And as you can see, this pipe is 2 months old. I have used it every day and it's still super clean. It looks like new. You just put it into isopropanol overnight and it is like new. I'm gonna grab some amnesia haze now. I'm gonna fill it up. Like always, unfortunately, those parts will be censored for you. I will upload an uncensored version of this part of the video and put it into the comments so you will be able to see everything that has been happening here, and I had to blur out in the main video. You will be able to see that in the part that I upload of the section. So this is the amnesia from Chapiteau. For the ones who are on the uncensored version of the video, you will be able to see now those huge butts. It looks amazing. It looks so nice. I really like it. And then we also got here the Tropicana Pussy. As you can see, it is put into pergament paper. We will not try it now. I will test this when I'm at home tonight, because it might be the case that it will make me too tired to be able to continue the video. But I know with an amnesia haze, I will have enough energy to continue this video, because this will not be the last coffee shop we will visit today. After that, we're gonna go to Terp's Army and see what they have. But for now, let me grind up some and then we can test this. So what I also really like with the pipe, you can just put it on the table after you filled it. It will not fall over, it is very stable. You don't have to have many pipes. Once they are filled and you put them on the table, you're just gonna fall over because they're not balanced out. All right, let's indulge. Woo. I love it, man. Did you see how strong I pulled? And this whole pipe is still cold. I can literally touch this part here and it's gotten a bit warm. But because titanium is such a bad heat conductor, almost no heat gets transported. You have also not seen me cuffing, it doesn't scratch. And I am really convinced by this pipe and I'm such a big fan. I haven't touched any joint over days since I have it. I can tell you, man. It hits good, but now let's go over to cleaning it. As you can see, the ash is here, and with many pipes you would have the problem now that you cannot really clean it properly, you don't get to all the pieces, and this is done very well here. So as already said, there are 3 parts of this. So first one here, it is a right-handed thread, you open it to the left, and then you can remove the mouthpiece. So the first thing that I do, I clean the mouthpiece. And then with the mouthpiece, I have here a left-handed thread, which I close and open to the right. Then we have the second part on here. We clean this. Shining again. I fold this. Here we have the third part. You don't have to do this every time after you smoked. It is also okay to just wipe it. I do it every time after it because I want to keep it clean and it doesn't really take a lot of time. And then you have the pipe cleaned again. It is super nice and clean, as you can see. And it is ready for the next one. Last but not least, the question, is it worth the 70 euros? Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Let's make a calculation. I spent around 2 euro a week, 3 euro a week for filters and papes. So let's say in 1 month, let's just say that's like 12 euros, okay? So 12 euros after 7 months, you have the money already in. Already after 6 months, you have the money back. So how long will this last? This is made of titanium. It will never break. And you will never ever have to be worried about not having papes or filters with you. You only need the pipe in your pocket and that's it. So for me, the question, would I buy it myself? After testing it and knowing how good it is, definitely. Let's go. Thank you so much. Bye bye. It is cold as fuck. We had some very nice and warm days in the last week. and now winter has completely returned. It is beautiful weather, but I think we have 1 degree or so with a very icy wind. So just behind me is Terp's Army. I've been there, but it was completely full. I would have to wait like 10 minutes in a row. So I decided to wrap it up today. We already saw some very nice things. We ate some awesome kebab. We got some nice stuff from Chapiteau and from Seventh Heaven. You saw the pipe, and I'm also going to use the pipe, of course, in the further videos and in the live stream where we'll also see it more in use. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.